Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time to be here. So as we are all focused on what's going on over in Israel, rightfully so, you know, a lot of things are taking place here in our country. We know, it's kind of like I always say, a diversion. Look here, don't look over here. And yes, the war in the Middle East is serious because it could possibly prompt a World War III here. And we know we cells that were asleep that are now active. And so, you know, just really keep your guard up when you are out. And we never know when we're going to turn the news on and you know, see something tragic happen here. So I wanted to read this article because just because a war is going on in the Middle East does not mean that United States is far from finished. This article will be linked down in the description box for your reference. Largest banks in America have collectively cut 20,000 jobs so far this year. Okay. So people continue to lose jobs right here in this country. The largest banks in America have collectively laid off approximately 20,000 employees since the beginning of 2023. Due to rising interest rates in the mortgage industry, Wall Street deal-making fluctuations, and increasing funding costs. According to company filings, 5 of the largest banks in America are quietly cutting thousands of employees after a 2-year hiring boom during the Wuhan coronavirus scamdemic. The hiring spree was abruptly as the Federal Reserve initiated interest rates hikes in 2022 to temper an overheated economy, which has not done any good whatsoever. You cannot print your way out of inflation. Can't do it. Let's see. As a result, banks became overstaffed with fewer people getting mortgages and companies offering debt deals and merges. Wells Fargo and Goldman Sachs has the most layoffs, with both banks downsizing by approximately 5% this year. Wells Fargo had cut 50,000 jobs over the past 3 years, while Goldman Sachs had larger scale layoffs in January. Both banks are still expected to reduce their staff due to changes in their business focus, but unlike Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs would only have a few layoffs. Citigroup, which has a workplace of 240,000 employees in 2023, is already planning a cut of 7,000 jobs this year. However, Citigroup CEO Jane Fraser plans to overhaul the bank's corporate structure and the sale of the overseas retail. Banks are cutting costs where they can because things are really uncertain next year. Just like we've always said, going into 2024, prepare, it's going to get bumpy. And then it goes on, and you can read this article more. It talks about J.P. Morgan. So when we look at Bidenomics, he wants to tout how well his job reports were. It was a load of, you know what, horse manure, because it's sector serving jobs. It was people taking, you know, a second job because their hours have been cut, or they've been, you know, it's just their checks are not going as far as they once did during this inflation. Inflation can continue to go up. We can expect this year another quarter basis points. So November, December, Powell will probably raise it again. Well, it will not probably, he will raise it because he said he was. So going into 2024, there you go. So I ask any of you, how we ever go back to 2%? We can't. You know, when you have United States sending anyone and everyone money, when we're $33 trillion in debt, and the national debt clock is ticking every single second. Brandon is now funding the Middle East war, on top of Ukraine, on top of sending Taiwan. We got open borders. So we got so many people coming into this country. It's like I've said a million times, we can't sustain. Okay, so how can you have an administration that continues to send money and print and then the interest rates go up and expect to, bring inflation down? It's not possible. And these numbers, so noisy here, I'm sorry, but these numbers here are completely falsified with what our current inflation rate is. They don't factor in gas, they don't factor in food. So prepare going into 2024 the best that you can, because if any one of you think that this is all going to cease and it's going to turn around, unfortunately it's not. It's going to get worse. We got another year of this administration in office. Look where we're at now. Any of you not feeling the pain in your wallet when you go to the gas pump, when you go to the store, your energy, your heating? So I'm not gonna make this long, but yeah, like I said in my previous video, if you haven't watched that, go check it out. Shortage of 5.56. Winchester selling it to Russia. Or our arsenal of weapons here in our country is depleted. Oil reserves, 17 days. Calculate it all up. Make that list. It's not looking good, is it? Continue to prep. Continue to put things that you may need in the future that we may not get because of a logistics problem, a supply chain issue. Okay? We got people coming across the border that's taking more food to feed these people. Just do what you can, everyone. I don't know. And I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, be safe, keep your head on a swivel at all times. Crime is up. And until next time, God bless all of you. So stock up on the 5.56 if you have that platform, because they're getting harder to get now.